Hello and welcome to Realtors Talk. So Realtors Talk is a show where we like to spend a little bit of time talking to you about a lot of things real estate.
Yep.
So here we go. So Margaret, another interesting week in real estate for everybody. I thought everybody took the long weekend off. Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. In fact, I've had more of my past clients call wanting to look at houses, and I was out last night. I know you were, and I know you're going out again tonight, and so am I. So yeah, it's a good market, and our other property just firmed up, and we have another one that's firming up today. So this is all good.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I guess we had nearly 2-3 months there where a lot of houses just sat and sat. And quite a few people that took their houses off the market. We've seen a few sales come back on the market, unfortunately, because there's a number of sales out there where the buyers realized when it came time to actually paying up for their houses, they found out that they were going to have a pretty huge shortfall on what the appraisal was coming in at and what they had actually bought the house for.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of that.
Yeah, and it's been a bit of a disaster, hasn't it? Like, we're seeing a few houses on the market right now that were posted as selling. One in particular I was looking at last week. They sold for $599. They're right now listed for $499. The sale didn't go through. I don't know what arrangements they may have made.
That's a shame,
but,
and we've seen a lot of that.
Yeah,
we've seen a lot of that. But I see now that what is happening as well is that the prices of houses are coming back to what we call a normal market. Yeah, we had that huge surge at the beginning of the year, but now we're leveling out. So some of the houses that didn't close and that are being put back onto the market again, some of them are at the prices that they would have been on in a natural market.
Yeah. Well, the statistics are interesting. So sales from August to August. Last August, I think they were saying that we sold about 9,000, 10,000 houses or something like that. It was a ridiculous amount. Well, this year it was about 6. So apparently the market's off by about 30% in the terms of numbers of homes sold, but the prices are about 3% above what they were last August. And I think as we go through the next few months, we may still remain to be a bit higher than a year previous in that month. But as we get closer to, like February and April of this year, that'll be a very interesting tell. Like if we can remain to be around, 3% above the previous year when we actually had that big clawback that we had in the springtime. I don't know. But everybody seems to be positive. Almost everybody we speak to has this shared feeling.
We speak to, even our sellers are feeling a little bit more relieved.
It seems to be like there seems to be a psyche right now, and I hope it's self-fulfilling, that the prices are just going to begin to come back. People are going to get a little bit more in about 2 months than they're going to get today, is the idea.
I'm noticing as well, there's a lot more calmness in the market.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody was so, what am I going to do? Now people are going, okay, I can go in with a conditional offer on inspection or in financing. These are two really important conditions to go in with. People are taking a breath.
What the heck? We can do it.
Exactly. What the heck? We can do it.
It's
and
weird.
The sellers are happy.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that with my sellers. They're saying, yes, absolutely. Well, look at the one that we're just firming up now in Keswick. When they received the offer, it had 3 conditions in it, and they said, absolutely.
Yeah.
They were happy.
It's a normal market.
It's a normal market.
It's a normal market. It's an adjustment to be in a normal market after the market that we were just in. Really, that's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
So from a buyer perspective, I guess we've got lots of different types of advice we could give a buyer, but the main one is you can take a little bit more time for a change.
And you have more homes to look at. Yeah. Yesterday, I was out showing some homes to our clients, and we looked at one house, and then I said, you know what, let's go back to the office and just for fun go on the computer. We did that at 6:30 in the evening, and 2 homes were on the market, 0 days. And I made the appointment. One we're looking at today because we couldn't get in last night. So the other one we are looking at today, which is the one. And then the other one, we did see it. And it was 0 days on the market. It's wonderful.
By the way, take notice to what Margaret said. That's the definition of a good agent right there. Let's make sure we didn't miss something.
Yeah.
So now let's talk a bit about sellers. So sellers, they have a different conundrum, if you will, in the marketplace right now. It's not so much whether or not they sell and sell quick, but it's really about maintaining a price close to what we were getting before, but not necessarily in a multiple offer situation. So we've been trying to do this. Do you have any advice? What do you think? So if a person's getting their house ready.
Exactly. So we always look at staging a home and making sure that it's clean and decluttered. So that is a given. But the other part of it is that I'm letting all of our sellers know it's going to take a little bit of time. Yeah. If you've got time, use it. If it's a situation where you have to sell quickly, well, then look at the numbers and really be realistic. When I say realistic, I mean, if you're going to come in 10% over asking that you think it's going to sell for, it's going to take a little bit of time. But if you come in at 5%, the chances of you selling faster is definitely there. So again, if you can price a home within 5% of what you feel the house is worth, and in this market, because we are still going through a transition where we're still feeling out the market, what is going on in the market, what's going to go on with the interest rates, it's just a question of really looking at it and saying, well, let's look at the 5% factor versus the 10 or 15.
Yeah, overpricing your house, period, is a no-no.
It's a no-no.
A lot of people want to do it. They say this and that.
Yeah, but you see, some people are still looking at what happened in the last 6 months. It's just that market's gone.
I think that is stepping back into the buyer advice category. A buyer should really know what a seller's motivation is, maybe.
Yes.
Because sometimes you're looking at a house on the same street. One house is $100,000 more than the other house, and the only difference is the number that the people are asking.
Right.
The houses are relatively the same. So in that scenario, I guess we're looking at one seller who doesn't really care if they sell, and the other seller who is obviously trying to come level with the market. So I guess if you're buying and selling in the same market,
that's
no
perfect.
harm is done.
No harm is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even people are talking about, oh my goodness, the prices are coming down. Well, are you buying? Yes, I am. Great. Take advantage of buying, and you're going to get a good price when you sell anyway. So
okay. Yeah. Well, we weren't too heavy on facts and figures. This was just a quick discussion about the market in general right now. But I think there's a level of comfort. If you're trying to buy a house right now, you're likely able to wheel and deal a little bit more than you used to, and you certainly can put in a lot of security into your offer of having a good inspector.
That's right.
Look at the house, making sure that the bank feels the house is at a price that you can afford, and a number of other things. But you have these things right now so that if you're about to buy something, you're not going to find out just before closing that you can't afford it.
That's
That's
right.
Anything else you want to fit in here, or is that enough for today?
I think that's enough for today.
Okay. All right. Well, goodbye. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. This has been the Taylor Mead team and Realtors Talk. Cheers.